Just because I got laid off, my wife jumped in another man's car. I followed them all the way to the hotel and called the cops. About 20 minutes later, at the officer's request, the staff unlocked the room where my wife was, and there were 2 people on the bed in a total panic. I quietly filmed the whole thing, then turned around and walked out without saying a word. Later that evening, while I was helping my son with homework, Ashley walked in. She set a gift box on the table and said, "Happy birthday, honey. See if you like it," she said as she opened the box. Inside was a Longines watch I'd been wanting forever. I could never bring myself to buy it, but right now that watch just made me sick. "Dad, I finished my homework, I am heading to bed." My son sensed the tension and left, and Ashley just stared at me. This was the first and only time I had ever seen Ashley speak to me with her tail between her legs, but no matter how she acted, some things just cannot be forgiven. She could throw her little tantrums. She could blow money, she could get an attitude after I lost my job. But cheating was a hard line. I would be drawing up divorce papers shortly. "Whatever terms you want, put them on the table." She stared straight at me, tears streaming down her face. "I know I messed up. As long as we do not get divorced, you can do whatever you want to me." I glanced at her and said, "Even kill you. You want me dead? Our son is about to start high school. Can we just hold off a bit? You still remember we have a kid? Did you think about him while you were out sleeping around? Do not use the kid as an excuse. He is not stupid. He can see what is going on. I am done with this marriage period if you will not agree to an uncontested divorce. I will take you to court." Her tears came harder, and she said, "All hurt. Can you not be so harsh? You pull a dirty move, but you cannot handle me being blunt. I did it all for this family. After you got laid off, I was just trying to bring in more money. The company said this client was really important, and the commission would be huge." I looked at her. "I am genuinely curious what kind of company sends a desk clerk out to chase clients. Want me to call your office and verify that? You are not in the right headspace right now. Let us talk another time." Ashley wiped her tears and headed for the door, but right before she left, she turned around and said, "You should always give someone a way out. That is just how a marriage works. Keep your vows first, then talk about how a marriage works." I looked right at her. "You have got zero right to talk about that after cheating. There is no way out here, Jake. Do not think for a second that I cannot make it without you. If it were not for our kid, I would have been gone a long time ago. You just got laid off and I am still willing to stick around. You should be grateful." I spat on the ground and stopped engaging. She stormed off and slammed the bedroom door loud enough to shake the walls. But this time I was not going to chase after her just because she threw a fit. I got started on the divorce papers. About 10 minutes later, when I went to the bathroom, I found my son pressed up against Ashley's bedroom door. He signaled me to stay quiet and waved me over. I shot him a look and told him to get out of there, but he would not budge a few minutes later. My son ran to the study and asked, "Dad, are you guys getting divorced?" That is not something for kids to worry about. I am not a little kid anymore. "Dad, I am on your side on this one. You have had it so rough all these years. Especially these last 3 months, Mom has not been treating you like a person. And just now she called that guy she was messing around with, said you were done with her. And by the sound of it, he blew up on her too. Looks like he does not want her either." I ruffled my son's hair and told him, "If you put this much energy into your schoolwork, I would be the happiest man alive. Now go to bed." "Dad, are you not even gonna ask if you guys split up who I want to live with?" "Alright then, who do you want to live with? Obviously you, Dad. Mom has not been treating you like a person, and she has not been treating me like one either. Always comparing me to other kids, and every single day the first thing out of her mouth is, 'Did you finish your homework?' I have had a rough time too all these years. Yeah, well, she is still your mom no matter what. The issues between me and her are not something... I never said she was not my mom, but I would way rather live with you. When she gets old, I will still take care of her. Just do not blame me for how things go." This kid is just like me, I thought, smiling. "Alright, go to bed." Before leaving, my son pumped his fist. "Dad, I am with you on this. Go through with it. Do not cave for the sake of keeping the peace." I had let a lot of things slide over the years, but cheating was non-negotiable. After my son went to bed, I stayed in the study. Late that night, Ashley showed up in a nightgown I had never seen before. Come back to bed, she had clearly been drinking. Her cheeks were flushed and she was looking at me all soft-eyed. I guess love really can be faked. I turned and looked at the cot in the corner. 7 days after getting laid off, I had been kicked to the study. Ashley started crying again. "You lost your job and money has been tight around here." I was just stressed out, you should understand that. Money has been tight. The house and cars are all paid off. My parents get pension checks and they volunteered to cover every single one of our son's school expenses. And my salary had climbed to about $500K a year before I got laid off, and the company handed me a $1 million severance package. In this mid-sized city, I honestly did not see how we had any financial pressure at all. I had zero interest in going back and forth with her at that point. Even talking to her felt gross. "Just stop it, okay?" She walked over and tried to grab my hand. "Do not touch me. Jake, I already said I was sorry. What more do you want from me? If you need to blow off steam, go ahead, yell at me, hit me. Even hitting you would feel dirty. Do not push it. I bet you have been with someone else too." "Ashley, not everyone is as low as you are. If you are not going to bed, fine, then let us go over the divorce agreement right now. If you are good with the terms, just sign it." I slid the divorce papers over to her. "I want us at the courthouse first thing tomorrow morning, and you want me to walk away with nothing? Absolutely not." Ashley glared at me. "If you really want a divorce, split everything 50-50, otherwise forget it." I looked at her calmly. "You've got 3 days to think it over. If you do not agree to walk away with nothing, I will take you to court." "I do not need 3 days. There is no way I am walking away with nothing. You want to sue me? Go right ahead." That conversation ended badly. The next morning, I was getting ready to make my son breakfast when I heard voices coming from the living room. "What is wrong with you? Ryan is a cash cow. How could you be so careless and let him catch you like that?" "Mom, it is too late for all that she is set on the divorce," Ashley said with a grim look on her face. "Well, divorce is one thing, but he wants me to walk away with nothing." "Walk away with nothing? On what grounds? Absolutely not. My mother-in-law stood up and marched straight toward the study. Ryan, get out here right now. What did my daughter do? That was so unforgivable. How dare you try to leave her with nothing? I said calmly she cheated. Even the courts would strip her of everything for that. Is that not because you failed to provide? Would any of this have happened if you had not gotten laid off 3 whole months? And you still cannot find a job. What woman is supposed to put up with that? You need to look at yourself and figure out why you could not even keep your own wife. Instead of pointing the finger at Ashley, what kind of man blames his own wife? My son pulled open his door and poked his head out just then. Dad, thank God you raised me, because if you had not, my values would be completely messed up. Go wash up, we are eating out this morning, Ryan. What exactly do you mean by that? My mother-in-law glared at me. I am talking to you, do you not hear me? Tell me, on what grounds are you leaving Ashley with nothing? She is part of this family too. She has contributed to this household. This home is half hers because of what she put into it. Grandma, do you know what mom spends on average every month? I did the math, $15,000. Her take-home pay is $4,000.